Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. In this video, it's my Interchange new player guide. I go over all the locations for spawns, for loot, troublesome areas, pretty much a tour around the map, and just random little things that you should know about the map. So guys, without further ado, let's crack straight into it. Just like to chuck in here, as requested from my previous video, there was a lot of people asking for a mini-map. Go down the link below, there's a Gamepedia link. There's to two maps for Interchange. One was made by someone within the Tarkov community, and the other one is the actual Tarkov map for Interchange. I've used the community-made one because it works a lot better. I feel like there's more information on that. Use whichever one you want. Yeah, so as you'll see up the top right-hand corner, you'll see mini-maps for all of the Interchange video. Alright guys, so this is the Interchange map. There's pretty much spawns on the entire outside of the map. However, from this spawn, which is the... I'm going to make it wrong now. It's the northwest side. That is the northwest extract. So if you spawn on this side of the map, I always suggest double tapping O before you move anywhere, just to find out which extract you've got. But this is the northwest extract from here. The reference point you can use is idea is right there. From the front of idea, if this is the front side of Interchange, front of the idea, the far right corner. The southeast extract, which is the one we're going to head to in this map, is going to be in the other corner of the whole complex. So use those as reference points. I pretty much try and get inside Interchange as quickly as possible, inside the actual main building complex. There are a lot of gun battles that go on outside, and they're actually pretty cool to get into. However, as a whole, the Interchange is one of the most craziest squad fighting that you'll ever see. It's now got a lot more hype around it because the killer is the killer boss is in the map, so there's another scav boss that's been added. I'm not really going to show you anything on the outside besides one key spawn down here. It's not a major key to get, but it's we're going to enter the basement anyway, just to show you some reference points for the basement. I'm going to do basement, second floor, or basement, ground floor, then top floor. So then that way you can actually learn each floor as we go. But I won't be doing anything really outside besides maybe the power station. So in here, on this chair right here, or seat right there, or it's one of those front two on the right, that is the Ollie register key. The registers used to give a lot of money. It's only about like 700 to 1500 a stack now. But you could, if you get 4 of them, you still can make 4,000 off one cash register. It's quite handy to have, but it's not really the bee's knees of keys anymore like they used to be. Inside this tent right here is a weapon crate. That's kind of handy to get. There's a lot of weapon crates in this basement floor. Now, if you come straight from the front of idea, the scavs will spawn in this staircase coming down here. They'll spawn there and then they'll walk across to here. If you're on the quest, one of the first Ragman quests to kill scavs, that is the best place. Run straight in here, kill these 2 scavs, and then you can go up that staircase upstairs into idea. Really good spot to get the scavs, and you can get a few of them down there. Now moving across this way, there are a heap of weapon crates you can find along this bottom floor. I'm going to miss a couple. I think there's something on the other side of that. I can't remember exactly. Inside these tents, I'm pretty sure there's one in each tent. I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible. Weapon crate right there. Now this used to be the old Kiba key spawn. If someone says that it still is, it's not. It used to spawn there, it doesn't anymore. Weapon crate there, and then keep running this way. And it's pretty handy to run right across the bottom of here to grab some weapon crates. There are some more scav spawns on the bottom level. And if you're after farming scavs, it's a good spot to get. Right here, another weapon crate. Running this way. Now, the generic store is one of the good weapon stores in the game, and right next to it is Kiba. That's probably one of the main focal points. This ramp goes up to the front of generic. If you go behind here, there's another weapon crate, and I'm pretty sure there's a duffel bag on top of there, or at the back of there. Now, just down this way, there is a scav you can kill, or a group of scavs you can kill. They're quite often here. There's sometimes 2, sometimes 3. If you spawn on the other side of the front, and you come underneath, these are a good couple of scavs to kill. There's a few loot spawns in here. These are a duffel bag and a weapon crate in there, plus also the scavs there. They're usually down by that staircase. Running over this way, on the other side of this van, I'm pretty sure it is. Nope, I went too far. Right there. There's a dead body you can loot. They're pretty good for getting all your junk, trader items and all that kind of stuff. I got a bit of snot, just want to try and get rid of. Going up the staircase. Now this is the start of the ground floor. Whatever you want to call it, first floor, ground floor. This is Ollie. Now for Ollie, this is where you're going to get your gas analyzers, propane tanks, hoses, car batteries around the back too. But I'm just going to show you these officers here. Now, the Ollie logistics key opens this door. It's required for a quest. Inside there, you pretty much get the same spawns as everything else. There's one computer. In this one, I think there's two. Nope. So there's one computer in each of these front rooms, back rooms, sorry, as well as there's bleach spawns and wiper spawns, or whipper, I like to call it. As well as that, the register key spawns right here on the desk. So if you want to try and pick them up, that's where you can. And it's the same with this one. Another computer laying on its side, and then you'll get the bleachers and stuff like that on these back shelves. It's quite handy when you get to those quests. That's pretty much for the rest, all you need to know for the back side of there. Now, anywhere you see these shelving systems, like lockers, there are gold chain spawns, roller spawns, Bitcoin spawns. Right, every single one of them can spawn them. They're rare. They've reduced the amount of loot on them, but they are rare. Kind of handy to check if you're running past. Now, all these shelves, as you can see, is nails. You'll get your propane tanks, hoses, alkali, all those barter items along the back here. These cubicles, there's 2 computers in each of them. And there's also a quest spawn in there for when you get to one of those quests. And you can also check, see how there's a barter items up here. You can also get your hoses, alkali, and that up there. The WD-100 spawns in here too. Now, as you see at the front, there is the 2 computer spawns in here as well, and then all the cash registers. If you've got the Ollie register key, you can loot every single one of these registers. You'll probably make about 50,000 to 100,000 rubles, and it's kind of handy to know. Now, gas analyzers used to be worth a lot. They're not anymore, but they're still handy to know where they spawn. So both sides of this shelf, right there, there's a gas analyzer. Another gas analyzer spawn right there. On this one right here. One on this left-hand side, and there's 2 spawns on the other side. One there, and one down the other end. Oh, sorry, up the top. Then obviously there's all the, on these shelves, you'll get your WD-100, your propane, hoses. These shelves along here. And down the back here, there's like these shelves all across here. These back ones and down the back wall. That's pretty much the whole of Ollie right there. I'm going to show you the back across here just real quickly. If you get up to the quest car repair by therapist, you want to know that each of these 4 baskets can spawn car batteries and the shells. As you can see, a car battery there, and also spark plugs. Now, spark plugs have shot up in value as well. So if you're selling them on flea market, it's good to pick them up. Running down this way, I could run around and show you the back passages. Just imagine there's like little back offices connecting each of these areas. So kind of handy to know your way around them. But you can explore those in your own time in offline mode. Now at the front here, there is, or even in the game on online mode, more lockers across the front here. Moving out the front, you're going to see your first lot of, I guess it's called a furniture shop. In here, there is a packer spawn on the couch right here. There's a duffel bag. There's a weapon case over there. Along the back shelves here, in this spot here, on anything under a TV, that shelf, a spot right there, you can find your rollers, bitcoins, gas analyzers inside these shelves as well. Right next to here, so it's like right next to the PlayStation, there's like a bitcoin spawn. Moving over here, I'm going to go through probably the outer side first, but along both of these shelves, you can get gas analyzers, graphics cards, G-phones, all that stuff, including that spot right there. I'll move into the generic area in a minute. Just want to show you another store as well. There's the weapon crate there. And then this way, so there's more. So your G-phones, graphics cards, or it's a tech store. So anything tech, gas analyzers, circuits, RAM, all that cool stuff. Moving upstairs. Actually, no, I won't go upstairs yet. I'm going to do that last. Now moving along the side here. All these shops along the side, there's not a lot of spawns in there. There's some cash registers and stuff. But what you're looking for is the cowboy hats. If you need them for a quest and you don't want to use the flea market or early on in a wipe, there's cowboy hats that can spawn on all the mannequins as well as your shunkers. They're kind of handy to know about. I'm not all 100% over if there's any spawns in here. I've never spent a lot of time checking them. But personally, I don't spend too much time in those areas. Going across the front here, this National, there's a heap of filing cabinets as well as all your like your tool spawn. So on these shelves here, you can find your wrench. What else you got? You got pliers, screwdrivers, tape, all that stuff. You got your filing cabinet here, and you got 3 on this side. Now, just remember, every single one of those you can loot. Jackets. This is a pretty cool store if you want to get all those knickknacks and stuff like that. Across down here in Brutal, there is a scav backpack spawn. There's the hose, all your tool supplies and all that spawn in here as well. A couple of toolboxes. Moving over here, you've got the Kiba store. This requires 2 keys to get into. One you get from Gunsmith Part 11, and the other one is spawns in Goshan. I'll show you that spawn. Just so you know, all key spawn locations that I've actually got a full guide for down. I'll put a link below. But you need 2 keys to get in there, and there's a heap of spawns in there, from fully kitted M4s, the shotguns that are fully kitted AK-74Ns. If you see that box there, and in that broken box there, there's about 5 to 8 grenade spawns that you can get, and there's some weapon crates as well, and a weapon cabinet at the back. Keep a little knickknacks in here and a couple of duffel bags, nothing to stress about too much. Before I go into generic, right here, you can spawn grenades nearly every single raid. Offline mode has a lower chance of spawning items, so just know that the chances of actually seeing stuff in offline mode is a lot less. Weapon crate there, Game fresh a little bit. Another weapon crate here. You can open this up for a chance to get like a DVL, and then, which is a big sniper rifle if you're new to the game. Horses and gold chains can spawn here. I've never seen a Bitcoin. I've heard there's a Bitcoin spawn there. I don't think they do. Now, moving into the next major complex, you can get food and drink here, but this is the next major complex called Goshan, or Goshan, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Now, every single one of these shells can spawn food, but there's some particular ones that spawn more of the one specific food. Now, this whole side on the right here is all Tushonka. So if you're after Tushonka, that's the places to go. So everything pretty much on the right-hand side of the store in the front half. Your cash register key spawns on customs, and then over here you've got all your file cabinets, lockers again. So you've got your rollers, bitcoins, gold chains, chainlets all spawn there. So there's a Tushonka there. Down here there's a weapon crate that's handy to get more cash registers. There's about 40 cash registers for this area. If you want to level attention skill, it's an option if you want to. That's something you can do by leveling up. You can level up by using the cash registers. Now, all these shells at the back here, this back right side, is spawning car batteries, as well as this side here. You get car batteries and spark plugs, which is handy to know. Car batteries is selling for over 100,000 rubles at the moment, because they're the trade for an RPK 95 round mag. Down the back here, I'm not going to show you the whole back shelves because it's pretty much the exact same along the end. There is a fuel conditioner spawn on top of that right there. Moving down here, all these shelvings on both sides can spawn gunpowder, all your tools, so your toolkits, screwdriver, tape, all that kind of stuff. Over to the right here, there's a weapon crate there, and there's another weapon crate on the back here. Now, a little cheeky spot that I don't know how some people have just never learnt, but it's a really cool, handy thing to know. You can actually come up into Goshan from here. So if you're in the basement at the back half of the map, or you're trying to escape combat in Goshan, you can actually just run down this back bit here. So a lot of people that have been playing the game for a while still won't know about that one, but it's a cool little way to get up and down. So if you spawn near the gas tank on the bottom floor, it's faster than running to each side and also running into players. You can just run straight up that bit there. Moving back into Goshan, we can go across to the right here, and there's some more Tushonka spawns. And I recently found out that in all these cabinets here, because I was trying to find a Tarkov for a trade, all those little cabinets there also spawn food. So this back area here is all Tushonka as well. Moving forward, so everything on the right hand side here is pretty much food spawns besides these tents. Inside the front of these tents you can find gold chains. I've never seen anything besides gold chains and chainlets. I've heard of rumors you can get stuff like bitcoins and that. I've never seen it myself. Right here is the Kiba key spawn. I've never seen it myself. Multiple people have found it there, so it's definitely confirmed. It's just a really, really low spawn chance. Moving forward, it's going to cut straight through here. Now, everywhere in this middle area currently, and this will change I'm sure, but anywhere pretty much from this point onwards towards the middle of the map is where the scav boss can spawn. So all this area in here, in the shops, the top floor, if he sees you down the bottom here, he will run upstairs. Going into the, towards where Generic is, turning to the right, he can go down there as well, and into Mantis. So he's a really, really powerful scav boss. He drops you super quick, so you don't want to be caught out in the open with him. Inside Mantis is where you get your easy meds. Med box there. There's a few meds boards on the shelves over here. Moving down the back, another med box. You can get gold chain to spawn on the shelf here, and also you got the horse, duffel bag, jacket. Running out the front. Can't remember. Don't think there's much that really spawns in there. I think there's a scav backpack if I'm not mistaken. The whole front is just pretty much for your cowboy hats and your shunkers. Now moving down this way. This store right here can spawn your graphics cards. It's another tech store. Graphic cards, CPUs, RAM can all spawn in here. G-phones, hard drives. At the back here, there's a weapon crate. Also a jacket and a jacket over there. This is Emicon, the key spawns on customs. It's pretty much the exact same as Mantis with a heap of med spawns. You can also get a quest item in there when you're up through that quest. And there's a bookstore there that has a quest item in that when you're up to that quest. Costume, it just has pretty much your cowboy hats and etc. This store to my right, there's about three jackets and a duffel bag if I'm not mistaken. And there's also the jackets out the front. On top of these stretchers and these shelves here, you can find painkillers very often. So if you get stuck without painkillers, definitely check them out. Moving down this way to Trend. There is not much stuff in there besides your cowboy hats. There is a back office, so if you go down through those double doors at the end, and then to the right, there's a room with 4 computers in it that's worth checking out. Moving into Idea. Moving into Idea, not Ollie. Running through this way, I'm sure there are some other spawns, but these are the main ones I check. This shelf here. Now, there's a line that spawns up here, but it's been spawning here. It's meant to be hopefully fixed in the next patch, as well as a cat that spawns there. Just check to make sure they haven't fallen into it. Hopefully in patch 11.5 that's fixed. Moving down this way, the Vaseline spawn on the bed, cat spawn right there, cat spawn right there, duffel bag spawn right there, or duffel bag right there, and an ammo crate there. Moving down this side. Now, this is where I used to farm cats. When I collected 712 cats, this is where I collected them all. Ammo box. Cat spawn, cat and lion spawn on that shelf. Duffel bag. Cat spawn right here. Cat spawn right here, and then a horse spawn right there. Moving down this way, 2 lion spawns on this shelf, 1 right there, and then 1 spawns on top of here, but sometimes falls through. And then, just so you know, down the back there are also toolkits and stuff like that. Inside here, nothing spawns on this side. On this side, you've got all your tech items, G-phones, graphics cards, PSUs, drills, those kind of good things. On top of here is a tech spawn on top of there. Obviously, 2 computers on that side, a tech spawn on top of here, and then there, and a computer here, duffel bag right here. That is everything on this floor that is of noteworthy. Just be careful, guys, if you're coming up here. Sometimes there's a scav that spawns down there and runs down. Also, players sometimes camp up there. This map, guys, is a crazy busy map with squads. More often than not, you're going to run into squads on this map. Now, I'm just going to fast forward until I get up to the 2nd floor. So, from this point, you're just going to see me zipping along. Just before we got the escalator, I call this guy Thomas, scav inside the train. He spawns just like all your other dead scavs that are lootable like that. He's pretty good loot though. That seems to always spawn on him. G-phone. This is the G-phone store. There's a spawn right there. 2 on top of this, 3 on top of here, and 1 down here. So if you're after G-phones, that's good to go. Down the this whole line here, they're all food stores the whole way along. You can jump over the counters without needing any special level in strength in that. So if you actually get caught out in the action, you can jump over the counters. There is, I think, maybe one other store that's not a food store, but it's handy to know that stuff. Moving down this way, this store right here is a med store. Nice and handy to know about. Med spawn pretty much on all these shelves, on each side of it. Computer right there. So like you got your car med kit there, another med box there. Really good to find all your meds along here. So there's a dot right there. So obviously an AI2 there. That's a little handy one to know about if you're running low in meds and you're not going to make it to extraction. You've got that choice. A little thing you should know, guys, is there's a few little back doors. So I've caught a lot of people out because they don't actually learn this stuff, but this back door here has saved me so many times. So if you get it stuck out in the open in the middle, and you run to your left, and then you open and close this door. So you open it, close it, and come in, and you sit right here and don't make a sound. I've heard squads search for 20 minutes without finding me. So I know this spot's now going to be busted and people are going to know about it, but just knowing that you've got these escapes, you could literally just open and close that door, run through this way, and you'd be back out here, and they would have no idea which way you went. So it gives you options. So think about those things when you get caught into a fight. Always fight on your terms. If you have to get bogged down and fight someone, go for it. But it's always better to try and fight in the game on your terms. There's a weapon crate here. There's a few food spawns in there, and some of the cash registers are lootable. I have never actually really seen any items in here. I have checked a few times, but yeah, never really had much luck. This spot right here, whilst it does look like it'd be an awesome spot to shoot people, everyone assumes people are here, so it's a fairly often checked spot, and particularly if people are inside there and they're getting shot at, or they got shot at when they run in, they'll definitely check through the windows to try and pick you off if you're up here. This glass isn't as bulletproof as it used to be, and the Kiba store is not bulletproof, so you will die. But scavs seem to have no effect by glass. We have like a little bit of an effect by glass, so just take note of that. Moving across, on the top floor, there aren't really a lot of spawns on this side of the map that are noteworthy. There are a few food, jackets, and duffel bags, but nothing to stress too much about. Running down this way, this is probably one of the most popular stores in the map. So this is Tech Light. 2 cash registers at the front. Every single one of these shelves, like you can see, one phone or 1G phone there, which is Summit's item. There's a gas analyzers, both sides of this. Sometimes you'll get an item up here. So this G phone, 1G phone's easily lootable because it's standing up. But there's like a G phone that spawns there. What you can do is you strafe into it, and you'll slowly push up a little bit, let go of the strafe button, and then you just press F on the way down. You can loot it really easily that way. GM counters, there's an AK-105 spawn on top of here, which will have ammo in it if I remember rightly too. So that's actually a good little spawn to know of. Fuel conditioner spawns right here. And yeah, so that's pretty much all that for Tech Light. Now, coming across here, nice little store to know about if you need a bit of meds. And particularly like morphine spawns in here too. Like all the med stores spawn morphine, but you can get meds on all these shelves, so knowing those is actually quite handy. That is pretty much everything that's noteworthy on the level 2. So from here we'll go down through idea to extract, and I'm going to show you the power station in a separate little, it'll be in the same video but right at the end. Just be wary, guys. If you spawn on one side of the map and you're progressing to the other, generally the way it works is most people will either go into an Ollie first and then through the map and out the other way, or they'll go through idea first, through the map, and then out through Ollie. So it's really, you're going to bump into plays quite frequently, and the scav spawns quite often. So you need to just be wary of that. Now outside here, well, there's some spawns on the shells for your hoses and that. There's the propane tanks there. These shells on the outside too can all spawn those kind of things like hoses, propane tanks. So they're handy for quests and barter trades as well. Moving down this way, the this area out here is very dangerous at the start of the spawn, like the spawning in. 2 scavs spawn in here, nearly every single raid, and then you can shoot those scavs. If you get bogged down by them, you're going to get in trouble because people will start just flocking to this area, and there is a spawn up the top there which will cut people off. Now down this road, down the very other end, is the power station. So if you get to the power station, you know that the same road that's on that will take you to the extract on both ways. So it's southeast this way, northwest the other way. From there, you pretty much just run straight down to this corner. On the other side of the BTR, outside of the BTR is a weapon crate. And then right down here is the extract. So just be careful of extract campers. They can sit, like, you've got to be fairly close to get the actual extract. If you run in here, you won't. So just take note of that. Just another pretty good loot spot that I forgot to tell you guys about. So going down to the southeast exit, there is the ramps, the 2 ramps. You can come up to the top of this ramp, and there is a fair few crates right in this area. So right down here, you've got the I don't remember if it's ammo or grenade crate. I think it's one or the other. It's ammo crate. There is a grenade crate right here. And then going over this way, this is actually a really cheeky spot to get a fair few items. So a weapon crate right there. You run around this side. You want to go on top of this barrel right here. I'm going to need to get the stamina first to get up there. There's a weapon crate right here. A weapon crate right here. There's also a weapon crate right here. So you can get a heap of items just by going to those crates right there. So a lot of people don't even know about those ones. Alright, so this is the back of Idea. So as you go down this way, I'm just going to show you a couple of toolkits. So if you're after, say, something like gunpowder or things to make up a toolkit, there is a toolbox there. So gunpowder does sell for a little bit, but it's not like an item you need to farm all the time. They do trade for ammo boxes, which is handy. Just went the wrong way. And inside the power station, a fuel conditioner spawn on top of here. Now these are rare, by the way. A fuel conditioner spawns right here with the generator. There's the toolbox there, a few jackets, so if you're after cigarettes for the bad habit quest, more jackets there. On the other side here, filing cabinet on these shelves, particularly this shelf, it seems to get pretty good spawns like G-phones, graphics cards and stuff. Computer, if you come around the back here, I'm sure it's on, you can get to it. Nope, it's this one. Computer there. On this side here, so a jacket there, another computer on this side down the end, behind the door, and these can have flash drives spawn in them as well, so that's worth noting as well. Now, see this car here? This is your ticket out of here with 3,000 rubles. Now, if you actually get 3,000 rubles from the cash register, which isn't too difficult, and then you run up to the car, you pay the 3,000 rubles, and I think it's like 30 seconds later you get to extract. So, pretty handy thing to know about. It's not always there though. The car is not always there, and once it's been used once, the car leaves. Actually drives away. So I've actually never watched the car drive away when someone else has been here, and I'd be curious to see if it just disappears into the abyss, or it actually, like, you actually see it fully leave the map, like out of sight. So guys, thanks for watching another video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for future content. I stream on Twitch 6 days a week, mostly 7. Go down link below, give me a follow over there. I'm gonna be pumping out heaps more of these guides. I've still got a massive list of guides to get out. And lastly, guys, I'll see you next time. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue.